dear students, we will do accounts today. Okay. Do you have heard books of accounts, financial statements? Okay, we'll do that. Now, what is books of accounts? First section is section 128 and it talks about books of accounts. What are books of accounts? So, we are doing the chapter accounts. And I told you our first is section 128 which talks about books of, correct? Now, what is books of accounts? What compromises the books of accounts? Now, I'll tell you what does it compromises. Now, books of accounts are So books of accounts will compromise any money received or expended, asset and liability of the company, sale or purchase of goods of the company, and any liability of the company like the cost records, etc. These are liability of the company. So these four things together is books of accounts. Okay. Now the second point is that where it shall be placed, where it shall be kept, correct? So I'll say that it shall be kept at the registered office of the company, okay? Or any place in India decided by board, or any place in India decided by the board and notice within 7 days shall be given to, and notice within 7 days of this passing year. 7 days of what? Shall I give it to? Now understand. They are saying that the books of accounts can be placed at the registered office of the company, or it can be kept anywhere in India. But what board will decide? How board will decide? By passing board resolution, correct? By passing board resolution, and notice shall be given within 7 days of such board resolution shall be given to ROC. Okay? Within 7 days of such board resolution shall be given to ROC. So, now, the books of accounts shall be reserved for 8 years. Books of accounts shall be preserved for 8 years. Okay. Then director, that is any. Okay, any director. So can I write like that? Any director, that is nominee or nominee director or whole-time director can inspect the books of account during which hours? During business hours. They cannot come in the morning 6 o'clock saying that I want to see the books of accounts. No. But can they come at 9 a.m. to 6 p.m.? Yes. In between they can come and they can inspect the books of accounts. Okay. Now, if director is sending any agent, company may or may not let that agent inspect the books of accounts. If the director is sending any agent, company may or may not let the agent inspect the books of accounts. Okay, so you can write this, that if director is sending agent for inspection, company may allow, may means it, yeah, if it wishes it can, may allow to inspect. So, is there any foundation on the company if the director is sending any agent? Suppose if I am a director of Reliance Limited, I cannot go to I cannot go for the inspection today, so I send one of my agent saying that please go and inspect the books. Can Reliance Limited, prohibit that agent to, check the books of accounts? Yes, he can. But if I personally go and I want to inspect the books of account, can the company do so? No, the company cannot do so if the director himself is coming. But yes, if he is sending some agent, company can restrict or prohibit the inspection of books of accounts. Just copy this and then I'll go further. Oh, and move further. I am continuing with section 128 only. Then, can books of accounts be maintained electronically? Yes, books of accounts can be made electronically. Okay, so right. ERP, etc. Okay, but when the company is maintaining the books of accounts electronically, they must have they must follow certain rules. Okay, what are those rules? Here, I won't write full sentence, but I will write some points. But when you write answer in your exam, you should write a full sentence. Okay, but the word is necessary to be used in the that sentence. Okay, so that is why I'll just give you the words so that you would remember. And obviously, I assume and I know everyone can frame a sentence. Okay, now. It shall be accessible in India. Accessible in India. Then it shall be, there shall be a proper system for retrieval, proper system for retrieval, storage, display, and print out. First one copy and then I'll explain. Okay? Then it shall be in legible format. It shall be in legible format. It shall be physically located in India. Information should not be altered. Information should not be altered. Made to ROC. What have you made to ROC? Periodically. Okay, intimate to ROC periodically. IP address, name of the server, IP address, just copy this and then I'll explain fast. Okay, so you can maintain the books of accounts electronically, but that must be accessible in India. Proper system for retrieval, storage, printout and display shall be there. Okay, so you can write proper system for retrieval, comma, storage, comma, display, comma, printout. This is how you will write. You won't make all the charts in your exam. Then the information shall be stored in the legible format. Means if anyone want to inspect, they can go, they can inspect. Okay, and that must be understandable. Okay, information should not be altered. Obviously information cannot be altered. It shall be maintained in an unaltered format. Means if I am a director and I want to go and inspect the books of accounts, I shall go and when I shall inspect, it shall be in a legible format. Means I should understand first. Second, when any director, whole-time director or CS or CFO, when they are maintaining the books of accounts, they shall maintain the information in an unaltered way. Then, information should not be altered. Backup obviously shall be maintained. Suppose if the system crashes down, if something happens to my CPU, okay, then what happens? The backup shall be maintained in a periodic basis. Physically, and it shall be located physically in India. And a backup shall be there also on a server. Okay. Intimate to ROC periodically. What the company has to intimate to ROC periodically? The IP address. You will get HTTP, that IP address. Name of the server, where it was located, and location of the service provider. Okay, this all shall be given if you are doing it electronically. If you are maintaining your books of accounts electronically, then this shall be maintained. Understood? Okay. Now, what is the next thing? The next thing is that the books of accounts shall be maintained in a double entry system and accrual basis. It shall be maintained in a double entry system, should be followed, and accrual basis. What do you mean by double entry system? For every debit, there is an equal and opposite credit. Understood? Double entry system. Accrual basis, on assumptions, not on cash basis, but on accrual basis. Books of accounts is never maintained on a cash basis, it is maintained on an accrual basis, that is on assumption basis. Okay. Now, then, if a company has a branch, then quarterly they must submit the report to the head office. Okay? If I have a branch, if I am a company A Limited, and if I have a branch somewhere, the branch quarterly means every 3 months, it must submit me what? The report, books of accounts. It shall give me what? Books of accounts. Okay till here? I go further. Person responsible for maintenance of books of accounts, for maintaining the books of accounts. Who are the person responsible for maintaining the books of accounts? Whole-time director, managing director, whole-time director obviously in charge of finance. Managing director person authorized by, okay, full-time director in charge of the finance, managing director, CFO or any person authorized by the board are the person responsible for maintaining the books of accounts. Okay. Now, what is the penalty? What is the penalty? The penalty is imprisonment up to 1 year, fine, maximum, minimum. Okay. Or okay, so the penalty is imprisonment up to 1 year, fine maximum 5 lakh, minimum 1 lakh, or both means fine as well as imprisonment. Fine as well as imprisonment. Both means fine and imprisonment. Just go through this and then I'll shift to section 129. Section 129. Section 129 talks about the financial statements. Okay, so now we'll discuss what is financial statements. What is financial statements? So now we'll discuss what is financial. First is what? Balance sheet. Then is what? Cash flow statement. Then is what? Profit and loss account, and then is what? Statement of change of equity, or so what is the financial statement? Financial statement is balance sheet, profit and loss, cash flow statement, any explanatory statement or statement of change in equity or statement of change in equity. Now when you talk about the cash flow statement, the cash flow statement, who is not required to make? By OPC, by OPC, small company and dormant company. Understood? So cash flow statement is not required to be made by OPC, small company and dormant company. So these are all about what is financial statement, and then I'll come to the provisions, how to maintain that and what we are supposed to do. Just go through this fast. Okay. So the financial statement shall be maintains a true and fair view. It shall give a true and fair view. It shall give a true and fair view. It shall follow the accounting standards. Then it shall also comply with Schedule 3. Then the insurance company, electricity company, the banking company, shall follow their own act as well as the Companies Act, as well as the Companies Act. Okay. So financial statement shall give you true and fair view, means there should no means what that it should not be altered. It shall be unaltered. It shall show what is the actual position, what is the current position of the company as on the date. Understood? Accounting standards. If you are doing CA, you will actually read all the accounting standards, and if you are not doing CA also, there are certain rules how to maintain the books of accounts, and it is written in the accounting standards. Okay, so that should be maintained while you are doing the accounts of the company. Schedule 3 is mainly for the balance sheet, how to maintain the balance sheet. It is written in Schedule 3. Insurance company, electricity company and banking company shall follow their own act in which they are registered, as well as the Companies Act. Understood? Now then I say laying of AGM. Laying of financial statement. It shall be laid in the AGM before the board. Understood? It shall be laid in the AGM. AGM is annual general meeting. Will you write AGM or FS for financial statement? No, don't write short forms. Here I am writing short forms, but in your exam you are going to write the full form, that is annual general meeting. ROC is registrar of companies. Understood? No short forms is allowed. So can I move further, or you need a time? 1 minute time? Can take a minute time and I move further. Okay. Now, when I talk about financial statements, if a company will always have some of the other branch, if the company has branch, associates, joint ventures, if the company has branch, associates or the joint ventures, it has to prepare the financial statement as well as a consolidated financial statement. So if the company has one or more subsidiaries, if the company has one or more subsidiary, now in the subsidiary we can say or joint venture or associates or associate, it shall prepare financial statement and consolidated financial statement shall be prepared. Financial statement shall be prepared in AOC 4. In AOC, consolidated shall be prepared in AOC 1. This is the form number that I have written. AOC 4 is for standalone, that is an individual financial statement. Financial statement for AOC 4 is a standalone financial statement, that is an individual financial statement, and for consolidated financial statement you have AOC 1. Okay, and if a company has one or more subsidiaries, joint venture, associates, it shall prepare what? Consolidated financial statement and financial statement. Okay. Obviously, the consolidated financial statement shall be in accordance with the accounting standards. And also, suppose if I am a holding company, so the holding company will prepare one of its own, that is his financial statement. If he has a subsidiary, then a consolidated financial statement, both shall be uploaded in the website of the company. Both shall be uploaded where? In the website of the company. Okay. Then the consolidated financial statement is that CG may exempt certain classes of company for maintaining the consolidated financial statement, and even there is an exception that when the members have told that they will not object for the consolidated financial statement, then company need not prepare the consolidated financial statement. So where the company when CG has exempt certain classes of companies, or when the company when the members of the company when the members of the company has told that they won't object for the consolidated financial statement, they won't object for the preparation of the consolidated financial statement, then they are not required to maintain those consolidated financial statements. Okay. Or when the company is not listed. So where the consolidated financial statement, what is the exception? Exception is where CG has exempt, or whether members don't object, okay, or where the company is not listed. Then no need to prepare in these three cases, no need to prepare the consolidated financial statement. So when CG has exempt certain classes of companies, when members don't object, to prepare the consolidated financial statement or where the company is not listed. Understood? Financial statement shall lay before the board and also in every AGM. Financial statement shall be laid before the board as well as in every AGM. Now, the penalty is same as section 128, that is 1 year jail, 1 lakh to 5 lakh or both. Even the person responsible is same as section 128, that is whole-time director in charge of finance, managing director, CFO or any person authorized by the board or any person authorized by the board. Understood? Now we move further. Section 130. Reopening of books of accounts. Reopening of accounts. This section prohibits any company to open the books of accounts. It does not allow any company to open the books of accounts. So who will open the books of accounts? An application is made by NCLT, SEBI. Okay, NCLT, SEBI, IT authority, CG, SG or any government authorities if they think that the books of accounts was maintained in a fraudulent manner or the affairs of the company was conducted in a fraudulent manner. Can company open the books of accounts? No. So who will open? An application is made by NCLT, SEBI, Registrar of Companies, ROC or IT authorities or CG, SG, any government authorities to open the books of accounts. To open the books of accounts because they think that the books of accounts was maintained in a fraudulent manner. Okay. Or if the affairs of the company was conducted in a fraudulent manner, then they will order for the opening of books of accounts. Understood? So you can write application is made by NCLT, SEBI, ROC, IT authority, okay, just copy this. Now, the reopening of the books of accounts can be only maintained for 8 years immediately preceding the financial year. So, the reopening of the books of accounts can only be made can reopen for that many. Now suppose, as we discussed earlier, that the books of accounts shall be maintained for minimum 8 years, correct? So they are saying that suppose in 2017, if ROC wanted to check, then he can open the books of accounts for how many years? 8 years. If by 8 years I have finished, then he cannot open the books of accounts first. Suppose he wanted to open the books of accounts of 2010. 2010 you want to open the books of accounts in 2017. How many years? 2010, 2011, 1 year. 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year, 6 year, 7 year. Can you open the books of accounts? Yes, you can open the books of accounts. But in 2018, can you open the books of accounts of 2010? No, he cannot. Why? 8 years immediately preceding the financial year. Only those books of accounts he can open. Can I open of 2001? No, I can't. Why? Because it is more than 8 years. Understood or not? But if CG has told to preserve the books of accounts for, say, permanently, then can these authorities open the books of accounts permanently? Yes. Anytime it can open the books of accounts. Even then I can open the books of accounts of 2001 and 2020. Getting my point? Understood? Just go through this. In the next class, we'll continue with more accounts.